Hello, everyone, and welcome to It's Real to Us. My name is Anthony the Mark.
And I'm Tony the Father.
And today we're going to be giving you our WWE Crown Jewel Perth predictions. Tony, what would you say your excitement level is for this show? Give it a grade, like 1 to 10.
1 to 10, probably a 6. If I was a little more hyped up about wrestling and WWE right now, it'd be an 8 or 9. But the last couple weeks or even couple months, I've been let down with WWE, what they're doing. It's kind of like we're going in circles. You know, it's a soap opera at this point. You can watch it on a Monday in September, and I don't watch it for a month, and I put it on. Okay. We're doing the same stuff, so I'm kind of bored with it. Maybe this will kickstart my heart like Motley Crue. You know that song? Kickstart my heart. That's the Motley Crue song. That's what I need. I need something to kickstart my heart. Maybe it'll be Perth.
I think I agree with everything you just said. I think maybe I lean towards a 5 out of 10. But yeah, just echoing what you said. WWE's kind of been running in place. Feels like a lot of the Raws, SmackDown's live shows, the main roster live shows have been mostly filler. So we need a shot in the arm. We need something exciting. And hopefully Crown Jewel can be exactly that. So let's jump on into the matches and we'll go over what we think is going to happen. Although I do have to say at the top, I do think this show is relatively predictable, which goes back to what we're saying about maybe not being that excited for the show. So let's see if you guys agree with our predictions. Let's start with the match maybe I'm most excited for, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes.
Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes is going to be the feature main event, I think, right?
Yeah, it should be.
It should be. Now, how does Seth Rollins lose this match? Let's look at it like this. He's 0-3 against Cody Rhodes. Seth Rollins is the head of the vision. He is the guy. We got Paul Heyman, we got Braun Breaker, we got Bronson Reed. Seth Rollins is the man. How does he go 0-4 against Cody Rhodes and have any kind of authority or any kind of power left? So, in my words, this is Game 7 of the World Series. Seth Rollins has to win, or that's it. He's done.
Yeah, Paul Heyman teased possibly leaving Seth Rollins if he loses that match. The stakes aren't there for Cody. Cody has no reason to care if he loses or not. Seth has everything to lose. Seth has to win this match, so we're both going to take Seth Rollins. I think the majority of people are taking Seth Rollins. Not to mention, this is just more of a small wrinkle in this story. Last year, first ever Crown Jewel Championship, you had Gunther versus Cody Rhodes. The WWE Champion went over the World Heavyweight Champion, so I would like this year for the World Heavyweight Champion to go over the WWE Champion, just so that way it looks like both titles are even playing field.
Cody Rhodes can take the loss a lot better than Seth Rollins can. If Seth loses this match, I think that whole vision, that whole faction, it just crumbles. Now, do they want to get rid of it? Maybe they don't like the way it's going. Maybe they don't like this whole faction. Maybe Brock Lesnar will come in like, you know, they kind of did. I remember this a while ago when Edge was head of the Judgment Day. You remember that? How he got kind of overthrown and stuff. So maybe they have a different direction with Seth Rollins. Maybe they don't like how this Vision faction is going, and he will lose, and it's going to be the beginning of the end. But I don't see it. I think Seth wins. He has to win. It's Cody Rhodes. It's the faction. It's Seth Rollins. He's got a lot riding on it. I even heard that Becky Lynch has divorce papers signed. She's going to sign him if he loses. So he's got a lot on going on here. Do you know what child support is? It's a lot of money. He don't want to do that. He needs this win bad.
I completely agree with you, Father. And you mentioned Brock Lesnar. That's the biggest what if in this match for me. What if Brock Lesnar gets involved?
Well, you know, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman are like this. And I think Brock Lesnar somehow, some way is going to be involved with the Vision, whether it's to help them down the road. I don't know about this weekend, but it's something. Seth Rollins needs this. Put it that way. He has to have this. If he doesn't win this match, I can't see him surviving.
No, well, so the main reason I see Brock Lesnar showing up is because you have War Games coming up. The Vision are going to need a fifth man. We saw Paul Heyman do Brock Lesnar's ring announcement. It feels like this would be a perfect storm to see the Beast help Rollins. But we'll see. Next, we're going to talk about the other champion versus champion matchup. Stephanie Vaquer, Tiffany Stratton. I'll start this one off. I don't think there is a chance Stephanie Vaquer loses this match. Stephanie just won the title. We need to establish her as a main player. And what better way to do that than by going over Tiffany Stratton, who, in my opinion, has been a very lackluster champion as of late. I've been saying it for a while. I don't think she's a great babyface champion. And if we're going to try to promote or push one of these women at this moment, I think Vaquer needs it more than Tiffany.
I agree 100%. Stephanie just took the title. She's got to establish something going forward, whether she's going to be long-term, short-term. It's good for her character. It's nice for her career. She just came up. She's got the title. She gets a big win over Tiffany, and I think she takes it. But you made a point about Tiffany's done nothing.
Not that she's done nothing. I don't think she's a good baby face. I think that her championship reign has kind of been lackluster.
You know what? Besides Sami Zayn with the challenge every week, all their champions are lackluster.
I'll take Dominic Mysterio over Tiffany any day.
But you know what? That's what I'm saying. I think Stephanie has to win this match. And I think she will. It's a smart book. We're going to have a lot of favorites winning. That's what it is. We're going to have a lot of people agreeing with who they have. I don't think you're going to have 50-50 Stephanie-Tiffany. It's pretty straightforward right in front of you. You know, if there was a betting line, she'd be a 14-point favorite, I think.
You think Stephanie's that much of a favorite over Tiffany?
I don't. How does she lose? She just won a belt.
Tiffany's been unstoppable, though.
I understand that. That's why she could take a hit.
I agree. I think that goes back to what I said at the top of the show. This show entirely is kind of predictable, which is why maybe we aren't as excited for it as we would be for a normal pay-per-view. But maybe something that will get the crowd and, you know, everybody else at home excited is the Aussies. You got Rhea Ripley coming back home. She's going to be welcomed with a, hero's welcome back. She's teaming with Io Sky to take on the Kabuki Warriors. I think the best story going in WWE right now is Io Sky breaking up with the Kabuki Warriors. So I see this match going one way. You got to give Rhea the win because they are in Australia, and Rhea and Io, they are able to kind of get a bunch of revenge against the Kabuki Warriors this past week on Raw. Io ended up losing because the numbers game was against her. So now with Rhea, the babyfaces win.
Yeah, it's in Australia, Rhea's hometown. She's never lost in Australia in a pay event. She's undefeated.
What is she want to know?
No, she's never lost.
What other than Perth, Australia last year against Nia Jax, what other match can you think of?
I know she's undefeated in her hometown.
Okay, fair enough.
No, but it's Rhea in Australia. There's no way she's going to lose there. Okay, Io is eating pins left and right. Is she going to get pinned again? She just got pinned last night on Raw. So it makes perfect sense for Io and Rhea to beat the Kabuki Warriors, and that's a no-brainer for me. And this could be the match of the night, too. It could be. You got a lot of talent in the ring together, and so it could be a very entertaining match, but I got Rhea and Io taking the match.
Okay, so we're 3 for 3 with the matches we've spoke about so far, and spoiler, we're going to probably agree the rest of the way. Roman Reigns versus Big Bronson Reed, the tribal thief. Also, a homecoming for him. He is Australian in an Australian street fight.
Now, what is in an Australian street fight? If I go outside and I get in a street fight here, or I go to Australia and get in a street fight, what's the difference? I'm in a fight in the street. That means anything goes. So what? You tell me. What am I missing?
I think it's going to be Australian themed, so they're going to throw shrimp at each other. Maybe a kangaroo comes out. Kangaroo drop kicks Big Bronson Reed.
We got kangaroos.
Living in a land down under. Whatever the name of that band is, they perform.
That was Men at Work.
Men at Work. Yeah, Men at Work perform in the middle of the match.
Maybe, something like that. So is Roman going to lose? I don't think so. Where does he go with Roman if he loses here? The whole stitch is we want to see Roman versus Seth eventually, maybe WrestleMania next year. So once again, we're circling back. We're circling back because didn't Roman just beat the tribal thief a couple weeks ago?
He did.
Okay. So he's going to beat him again, and then he'll beat Braun Breaker, and then Braun Breaker will beat him, and then he'll beat Braun Breaker, and then we'll kick it to WrestleMania, and we'll get Seth and Roman. That's what I think. So I don't think he's going to lose. I think Roman takes this.
This match could be fun. It's a street fight. The Usos could get involved. Braun Breaker probably will get involved, but it's frustrating because I wanted to see Braun Breaker versus Roman Reigns. There's no reason to run back this rematch with Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns. So this is Triple H just kicking the can again, which is why our excitement level isn't at an 8, a 9, or a 10 for this premium live event, because it feels filler.
It is filler. You know, think about we just coming off of ESPN and we're supposed to be better than WrestleMania. What a letdown. ESPN gave it a C-.
They gave it a C, but yeah.
Okay, they gave it a C. Their own people graded it bad, a 70. That's not a good grade. So it's just, you know what they're doing? It's like, okay, we're in this town, we'll show this match. And then we're going overseas, we'll show the same match. And we'll go over here, we'll do the same match. And they don't realize that we're watching the same thing on TV. You know, I don't know what they're doing, but their storytelling has been garbage. And this is what we were talking about before we came on. It's just the same thing. It's repetition. It's not really fun anymore. I don't get excited. I'm not looking forward to it. So I need something. I hope that there's something out there. There's a joker in Perth, Australia. There's something that I don't see coming. Because if it just lays out like we think it's going to lay out, once again, it's going to fall flat.
Now, here's maybe something that we don't see coming. This is something that not necessarily I'm rooting for, but a surprise. We've been seeing some tension between Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. Roman has obviously adopted Jey as the next tribal chief. I'm going to try to help him stay in the right mindset to succeed. And Jimmy is kind of taking a back seat. He is, as we've referred to him, Fredo from The Godfather.
Yeah, he's Fredo from The Godfather. That's, you know, I can be the tribal chief. I'm smart. You know, that's what they're doing to him. He's got like a stupid, you know, he's like the stepchild or something nobody likes or whatever. They're just pushing him to the back. It's ridiculous. I don't like it.
So what if, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I'm just saying, what if Jimmy Uso in the middle of the street fight turns on Jey Uso and Roman Reigns and aligns himself with Seth Rollins' vision?
But see, do we really want to do that? I thought that once we saw Jey and Jimmy in the tag team, that's where they should go. Does WWE on Raw need tag team?
Do they need tag teams?
Yeah. Do they need good tag teams?
Yeah.
Of course. So why not build that tag team division up? We got them back together. That's where they belong. Do you really see Jey Uso still in the world title picture with all the guys that want it at this point? And he's had it twice now?
He had it once.
Oh, he's had it once, but still, do you think he's going to get it back? That's where you think Jey Uso is going to end up? Number one, Jey Uso, he's way over with the crowd. When he comes in through the banisters, the yeeting, everybody loves him. He gets in the ring. Not good on the mic, and he's not great in the ring. Let's just call it like it is. So I don't think you're going to see Jey Uso with a world title around his waist anytime soon. So I don't want to have Jimmy and Jey go against each other. I want them together. I want to get the band back together and push them into the tag team title division. That's where I want to see.
I agree, but just based off the story that I'm seeing in front of us, I do think maybe it's a possibility. Probably not. Definitely more of a long shot. But going back to Roman, Big Bronson Reed for a minute, we were talking about maybe Australian-themed, gimmicks in this match. Is there any one thing in particular you'd actually really want to see happen in the Australian street fight?
Yeah, Crocodile Dundee shows up.
That would be electric.
Crocodile Dundee is the guest referee. And we have a shrimp on the barbie beforehand.
I got Roman Reigns.
I got Roman winning too. I don't see him losing. It's stupid. But what are you going to do? Have him lose? Where does he go after this if he loses the Tribal Thief?
All right, so we're 4 for 4 so far. I got a feeling we'll be 5 for 5. John Cena versus AJ Styles. Last time ever, these storied rivals will dance. What can you say about this match other than it's going to be awesome? Doesn't have much of a story, but it doesn't need a story because of the legacy and history these two have with each other. I think that John Cena has 5 matches left, 5 appearances left, maybe 5 matches. He has to win so that way his final loss or final appearance is just that much more emotional. I think that if he loses on his way out the door, it doesn't ring as well in my heart as if he were to win and then maybe put somebody over at the end. Him losing to Lesnar kind of took a lot of the wind out of his sails, so to speak. So let's get some momentum going for John Cena. Give him a win against AJ Styles, and Styles will be no worse off moving forward.
Yeah, what if AJ Styles beats John Cena? What does it do for John Cena? What does it do for AJ Styles? Nothing. Be either one. John Cena needs some momentum going right now after not just a loss, a squashed loss to Brock Lesnar. Got destroyed. So what I want to see John Cena now building that momentum going into his last tour right here, his last couple of months. And let's see if we can get another title run from him, maybe the Intercontinental belt or anything. But I hope that they do that. And I think John Cena will beat AJ Styles. And I think next year is going to be AJ's turn to do what John's doing this year.
Okay, so we are 5 for 5 with predictions. We think the exact same thing is going to happen in every single match. What do you guys think? Do you agree with our predictions? Let us know in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure you're following It's Real to Us. We are on all platforms at It's Real to Us. Tony, maybe is there one surprise that you would like to see from this show that you aren't predicting, but this is something that, would, make the show less predictable?
Brock Lesnar returns and does something that causes Seth Rollins to lose, and he becomes head of the faction with Paul Heyman, and Seth Rollins is out on his ass like Edge was.
That's pretty sweet, actually.
You know what? That's something that I wouldn't mind at all. I need something from WWE right now. You got to get my juices flowing again. I'm a little set back by it. I'm not as excited as I am when I watch Raw, when I watch these pay events. This letdown after letdown. Storytelling's not good. We're going around in circles. So do something like that. Make Brock Lesnar come out. Cause Seth the match. Cody Rhodes pins him. Brock Lesnar destroys Seth Rollins. Paul Heyman anoints Brock Lesnar as the head of the division. Seth Rollins is out on his ass like they did with Edge in the Judgment Day. Maybe that's what we need. We need some kind of shock factor. I don't know.
What bold or shocking predictions do you have? I'll throw out AJ Styles turns heel after losing to John Cena. That'll be my shocking twist.
That was shocking, Cotton.
Thank you guys for watching.
Dodgeball.
We will be live streaming Crown Jewel Perth, 8 a.m. this Saturday, October 11th. If you want to come and watch with us, we're going to be eating breakfast, watching wrestling, and we hope to see you there. But until then, I'm Anthony the Mark.
And I am Tony the Father. Have you ever watched Wimbledon on Sundays? Breakfast at Wimbledon? We're going to have breakfast with wrestling with It's Real to Us. And I can't wait because the rumor that's going around is we're going to have unlimited pancakes.
And an omelet station.
An omelet station?